What's up with you, bro?
Yo, it's good.
Chilling, bro. You straight?
Yeah, bro. I'm good, bro. How you feeling?
Oh yeah, I can't complain.
That's good, man. That's good. How was your weekend?
It was straight. Just chilled. Went out a little bit on Saturday.
Uh,
My girl came down, so we was kicking it.
got to.
I saw you was on the water this weekend for real.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we was out there vibing, bro. We
Oh
was out
yeah, for
there
sure.
vibing, bro, because we had the top tier giveaway winners come out this weekend. So, you know what I mean? We did like a little crash course with them and then, just gave them some knowledge and then, took them out to enjoy Miami. Feel me?
Oh yeah. What was it? Was it 5 of them, 10 of them?
It's,
Okay. Okay, got you.
mhm. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. How was the homework coming along?
The homework was straight. The homework was good.
Okay.
Um, I did all the back testing. Went through the trading plan, and I did start the book yesterday.
Okay. So it came in and stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, I had got the PDF
Smart man.
online, so I started reading it on there.
Smart man. Smart man. All right. Well, shit. Go ahead and share your screen, bro. Let's jump into the trading plan.
All right, bet. Uh, okay, you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what I got. My main pair is GU, backup pair is AU and UJ.
Mhm.
Trading time, I got 2:45 to 9. So London and the start of New York.
Got you.
Um, this first table I got, this will link to my long-term goals. So this is what I'm making right now with my job. So I'm mainly focusing on the weekly and what I'm making daily, that 1354 and that 270 a day. The account size that I have right now is 1,000. Looking for 4 quality trades that I can scale in and really take it to that target that I want. Um, and that would be about 338 to make that weekly to equal what I'm making weekly at the job. That would be 338 a trade with that point 50 lot size, about 68 pips.
Yep.
Um, with about 20 to 25 pips, which is 100 to 125 risk.
I like that.
And
I like
then,
that. Oh, that boy got
yeah,
defense mechanisms up there. Okay. That
oh,
boy been watching some videos.
oh yeah, I had to throw that in there. So the
Yeah, I like
defense
that.
mechanisms, we know that's to protect the capital, protect the profits. So a few things I jotted down to just keep in mind, just to protect that capital is to know the overall fundamentals for your trading pair to help you with your technicals. Like a 1 to 3 risk to reward, because that'll keep you profitable and help you. Um, Point 0.3 to 0.5 lots to help build that cushion like we talked about
Yep.
before upping it to like 0.8 or 1 lots when you're really trying to take advantage of moves
Mhm.
later. And making sure you, when you're in levels of uncertainty, just dropping that lot size and
Got
not going for that 1 lot in like places of like 23.6s that you want to take, but don't want to just max out your lot size for. And then about 15 pips cushion before scaling in um, to help have that equity to help you not let that account go negative, because you never want the scale ins to make the overall account negative. And anything over anything 500 plus floating in profit, I'm okay with closing right
There
now,
you
because
go. There you go.
that's
Yes, sir.
that's 50% of my initial 1K account.
Hey man,
And
you talking like a professional right now, man. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting
oh
you know.
yeah, and
Go ahead, keep going, bro. Keep
and
going.
oh yeah, so the 500, that's 50% over my initial account.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's almost double of what I would make.
We
That's
trying,
almost
we
half of
trying,
what I'll make.
because we trying to beat the job, right?
Oh yeah, so that's about double what I'm making it daily,
You see
and
what I'm
almost half of
saying?
what I'm making weekly.
So the key to this, right, is gonna be
Yeah.
to make sure that you understand with this particular topic how fast that shit comes now. You see what I'm
Uh,
saying? Because there's gonna be certain times where it's like, okay, it might take you 2 to 3 hours to see that 500, right? We might gotta wait for the market to build momentum, things of that nature. And then it might be times where that 500 comes in 5 minutes with the type of pairs that you're trading, right? So it's like, make sure you understand that it's going to be a thin line between, you know what I mean? Like a real thin line between like being able to be comfortable with maintaining and then being able to close depending on how fast you see that. Okay. Because there's going to be times now, right, where you see that, like I said, in that 5 minutes, but that because that's the beginning of the move, you might get into a sense of, oh yeah, like it's the beginning of the move. Let me go ahead and just let it fluctuate, Because if I hit 500 in 5 minutes, in 2 hours, I might be able to. You see what I'm saying? Like you start thinking
yeah,
like
try to run
versus.
it up. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It might be 2,500, where really in 2 hours you could be fucking negative 2,500 too. You see what I'm saying? So you got to remember
Yeah.
that this thing is dichotomous. So I just want to remind you the psychology behind that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then so just moving down to a few of the goals, short term, like we talked about last call, just being confident of where I'm at all times, and structure is the main thing. 100% growth in the account, so I don't have to worry about that initial 1,000, losing that initial 1,000 when I grow, if I grow it to that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So that will break down with 200 pips weekly with that 0.50 lot. 4 trades of 50 pips is 250 per trade. They'll break it down like that,
I like that.
and maintain orders to hit that intended target. Like we talked, like you had me do the homework. I think it was the perseverance bias, being able to persevere through that
Yes,
fluctuation
sir.
to hit
Yes.
that intended target. And then long term, like I said, to substitute the primary income from work into with the trading income, to transition into that full-time trading, which is the goal. And something else that's a little long term is consistently making $2,000 weeks, because
Okay.
that'll double what, because I'm making about 4,000 or whatever
Right.
monthly, so that would
Okay.
double what I'm
You know
making
what I'm
from
saying?
my job.
You see what I'm saying? And you got to remember, this is a whole different stream of income.
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like starting out like with the job and this, bro, like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where the gratitude has to kick in and you be thankful for the skill that you have. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm telling you, just keep focusing on the quality of the skill, quality, fine tuning little things. You know what I'm saying? Paying very
Yeah.
close attention to, your trading plan, and also being aware of how you can get better in your trading plan, right? So that way you're relating that, because you got to remember your trading plan is going to be mirrored onto your trading view. You see what I'm saying? That's really all you're doing is mirroring it, like you're writing it out, right, in form, but then you're mirroring it to your technicals, right? So that's the relationship that you got to make sure that you maintain and have a strong relationship with. And as you grow through it, you should be fine tuning your trading plan and adapting, because your goals should be steadily getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, dope, bro. I give your trading plan an A plus, bro. A plus, bro. A fucking plus, bro. Like you did a great job, bro. Great job.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate that. Just trying
That
to
look like
cover
yeah,
everything.
bro. That's some motherfucking FX psych shit you just did for sure. Let's hop on the charts. Let's see what the back testing homework look like.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay, we're gonna start at GU. Let me move this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna start at GU. I had this fib right here originally. This was my target, but it broke. So this is my new fib. Still
Okay.
waiting for a lower high, like structurally to form, but everything's been real bearish, like because on the monthly and the weekly we had those, you know, we had those big bearish candles. So everything been 23.6s or below.
Continuations, yeah.
So this is the main target I got right now at 1.13. Most of my technicals have been on the 1 hour. So this was a sub fib I had, and it was 23.6 the whole time. So I had this fib, and I was using another fib for these smaller lower highs. So this was the one I had last. Had this, you know, it came back to 100% this last lower high we had made. So when we're here, you can see the doji's volume going down a little bit. Made this bearish candle. This is my interest area, so I wanted to look at it a little more on the 15-minute. On a 15-minute, you see the higher lows being made, level of resistance being respected. And it made a lot of these nice wicks right here. Broke the counter trend line and came back and respected this.
So it didn't break it for sure. It broke it on a lower time frame, but it didn't necessarily break, because remember, when a break, it has to be bearish.
Okay, doji.
Because look, I'm with you though, doji. Because look, that last bearish candle that it made, it wicked and showed that seller's exhaustion. Yeah, that one. It wicked and that seller's exhaustion. So that, I wouldn't count that as a necessary break on this time frame, just because like it's not enough volume in that candle letting you know like the sellers is gonna continue. See what I'm saying? It's like that's why it retested the way it did. So even if you go to the 30-minute, go to the 30-minute and look at that same area real quick. Boom. You see what I'm saying? Just test it. Just test it. You see what I mean? So make sure when you're seeing those wicks and stuff, you're paying very close attention to the candlestick anatomy and the detail of the candlestick, because like I said, sometimes it might look like a break, but really it's just a test.
Yeah, and that's what I got from when I because it wasn't any strong bearish candles, it was just the dojis. And you saw the wicks on the MA hovering above the MA. So which made me think it would just come up still. So you had these wicks on the MA, came back up. This would be the confident entry, seeing that it respected.
There you go.
Or the sexy candle on this counter trend line.
So go deeper into that area, because I'm about to show you something.
On the 5-minute, this is what I saw. This was what I put the entry on was.
You see, okay, off the 5
at this same level. No, I gotta go back some.
Yeah.
At this same level on the 5-minute, you had the bearish break with a sexy candle again, but then you had the retest on the backside of the trend line with this engulfing right here.
And that's what I placed. I would have waited on. I would have waited on, just because of the fact, like, if you don't get that confidence entry that you were talking about up there at the highest point, then you want to wait on that retest of that lower high that was made on the backside of the trend line, where it made that bearish engulfing, just because where you would have scaled in that, right? You would have seen unnecessary drawdown, just because right at that point, the market is going to make a support point. It's going to make a floor, right? So you got to remember your entry base points when you're looking for a sell is going to be on this time frame a lower high point. You know what I mean? So right now, this is like getting in the middle of the trend, right? Where that second eclipse is. You want to wait till that market hits that floor. If anything, pull out a baby fib, see when the market retraces, especially like on this time frame, you could have went to the 1 minute and seen how that, when those higher lows had stopped, like in real time, you know what I'm saying? You could have went to the 1 minute and see when those higher lows stopped and how it was gonna test the backside of that trend line. And once you've seen those lower high points get formed, you start seeing all that exhaustion towards the top that you're seeing, and it's respecting the top side of that MA on this time frame. That's when I would have been ready to enter. But that sexy candle is cool, but you got to remember, like, it's on the way down already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it could have kept going down, but a lot more times than not, it's like it'll hit that support that it hit, respected right there to the left, and then it's gonna come back and make some type of lower high point. You know what I mean? Especially since you got on the bottom of that green exhaustion zone, you got so much confluence along that area. So I'd have been trying to make sure that I enter right along the bottom of that green exhaustion zone right up some. Right on.
Uh,
Yeah, up, yeah, but to the right.
oh, to the right.
Yeah, I would have been trying to enter somewhere along that way. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like right there, like not go to the right, two more candles. Now that's a sexy candle. You see
This
what I'm
one?
saying? Like it's the same one, but look at the area now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that one, that's to the left. That sexy candle is on the way down. This one is right after it just made a high point. You see what I'm saying? So you see the difference in the environment.
Yeah.
So now this one is getting ready to like go down. That one was already on its way down. It was already trending down because we already had the confidence entry, right? So that one was continuation, like a scaling one, but you would have seen unnecessary drawdown. Like if you was going about this, like Q say, you always want to go about your scaling entry like your fucking first entry. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm telling you, like, in order for you to be able to flow and be able to turn those gears, you just want to be like, oh, okay, it made a sexy candle, but where am I at as far as the environment? Environment says that market structure on this time frame is still headed to make a point of support. I need to be catching this entry off of a variation of a high point, not going to make support, because as soon as I entered in, boom, I'm hitting the floor and that shit's going back up to make the resistance. You see what I'm saying? So I need to sell high. I need to make sure that I'm waiting until it's a point of resistance and play off of my technical. So when it came and made that bullish candle, then that bearish candle, and respected that the bottom side of that green exhaustion zone, which is my technical, I'm going to wait. Okay, it made the engulfing, cool. I'm going to wait to see if it try to test, you know what I mean, the backside and wick out and show me some more exhaustion. And that's what it did. It ended up showing you a little bit more exhaustion. So if you're 10 minutes more patient, you get a way better entry. You probably going right into profit, everything. You see what I'm saying? Versus you just seeing what you wanted to see. The market showed you something, boom, I'm in. And then now you got unnecessary drawdown, and who knows how that plays on your psychology now. You see what I'm saying? As far as maintaining the order, right? Especially depending on whatever lot size you use, right?
Yeah.
So that's the workflow.
Okay, because I did this entry right here based on this one. This one would be straight though, right?
No, that would have, yeah, hell yeah. That would have been straight.
Yes,
Look, even
this one and then
pull out your fib on the 5 minutes so it looks even better. Boom, point A, boom, point B. Boom, 50%. You see how much better that looks now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So it's just detail. Those little details is just saving you money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. So then we had the reward. Wanted to at least break this last low we had. So that was the main goal. And with the little fib I had, you can see it wicked straight to the negative 27 extension right here. And then so that was the first one.
Okay.
At this same spot right here, that was my point B for this trend line right here. So as we kept going, we made this lower high right here. It came back up here, didn't break. It was just tested. Made a little higher low right here and broke the trend line. But I was a little skeptical about it when I just jumped up real quick on the 4 hour. You can see that was just tested right here. You couldn't see it, and I'm pretty sure you can't see it on the 2 hour either. You couldn't see it on the 2 hour either.
Right. So you're right. Yep. Yes, sir.
So that's what. So I'm still like I'm still on sales, whatever. Okay. But it came back down, and it was major exhaustion right here.
Oh, look. So this is where you all right. So this is where you got to be dynamic as fuck, right? So you got to be dynamic and get your fucking bag. All right. So what major market pattern is happening right now? Zoom to the left. Go to the left. Yeah. And stop right there. What major? Yeah. Matter of fact, keep going to the left a little bit. Keep going to the left a little bit. Right there. Stop. Now, what major market pattern are you seeing right now? It's making lower highs while it's maintaining a certain point of support.
You're doing a descending triangle.
My man. You see what I'm saying? So when you
Yeah.
start to add the confluence into that, bro, and you see the higher low point, it made the low, and then it came back up and made the higher low where your first little marker is for the higher low. Yeah, exactly. So what does that tell you as far as market structure?
You got the buyers.
Come on, man. This nigga say, dog. Come on, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what you expecting already. All you doing is waiting for the pressure and momentum to build up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Keep talking that shit. Go ahead, bro. I just had to give you your big ups real quick.
Oh yeah, like you said, we had
that's fire because niggas don't know that. You see what I'm saying? Like niggas don't know that. But once you're able to anticipate, and this shit is all about anticipation, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like you being able to not forget that, that's helping you be even more dynamic when it comes to your confluence. And that's why it's important to know your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had that higher low, showing that we had that buyer pressure, like you said, the descending triangle. So at this level, when it came back down and was still respecting this, I was on the 15. And then when you go there, you'll see, even on here, even though it was drawn on the hour, you can still see it being respected. Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish. And then just waiting for this.
And then even on the 15
it broke the trend line.
Even on the 15 you got
you said I'm on the 15, yeah.
Yeah, even on the 15-minute, you got that double bottom right there. You see what I'm saying? Like go to the line chart real quick.
You said go to the line.
Boom. See how strong that support is? That's closed price right there.
Yep.
So like even being able to do little stuff like that, bro, is gonna be able to help you. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Like you can use all of this to really become a sniper, bro. Like if that's what you want. But it's like you gotta go get the information. Like you gotta use the tools that's given to you. Like I'm using everything. I'm using the line chart. I'm using boxes, eclipses, circles. I'm using price tool range, price and date, everything, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's why it's up there. Like be dynamic as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like and you have the technical, so it's like just don't be afraid to push yourself even further to search for more information. You know?
Okay.
All right.
Because at this part right here, because when they broke the trend line or whatever.
All I'm basically telling you is you could have got in earlier.
Yeah, that's why I had this circle, because at first, because I was like, this had broke that level of resistance or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not the area. That's not the area though. The area you want is to the right. Matter of fact, go get your square tool. Get your square tool. I'm gonna show you exactly which candle you should have ended on. The variation. Right down. Right there. Boom. Yep. Highlight them three candles. Yep. Highlight them 3 candles going down. Yep. That's your variation. Right? So from there, go down to the 5-minute. Yep. Yep. Drag that over some. Yep. Whatever. Yep.
Oh yeah, I can drag it over.
All right. Boom. Right there. Yep. Go to the 5-minute. This is how you snipe. But you gotta have the information from before. See, you already got the information from before. So now it's like, yo, I'm just waiting on, nigga. That's entry right there. Right there. Stop loss is literally below the double bottom, bro. Literally. At the close of that candle. Bink. Yup. Stop loss. A little bit lower, probably about 22 pips, 23 pips. I'll go 23. Yup. Boom. And I'm rocking out. And I'm rocking out, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, because I was looking at it.
Now go back to your 1 hour. Go back to your 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour.
Now look how better that entry is. Look how better that entry is, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now your entry could have been, because that's somebody else's entry. You see what I'm saying? That you took. That's your entry. My entry is the one I just showed you. So your entry would have been my scaling entry. You see what I'm saying? So I would have had 2 orders floating versus based off me being able to be a little bit more dynamic. See? And look, my stop loss is, how much is your stop loss? Let me see. Mine's
like
3, yours is
30.
37. You see what I'm saying? So even my risk
Yeah,
to reward is a little bit better. Just based
yeah,
off of the
because
information I'm able to go get. Because I already have all the confluences. I have the major market pattern. I have the higher time frame already breaking a certain level of resistance and pulling back and respecting a certain exhaustion zone. I have the double bottom pattern that's happening on the 15-minute time frame. I have all the exhaustion on the 1 hour. I have on the 5-minute, I have the engulfing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, all of that is like order of operations. That's the workflow. So when you get
yeah,
here, you're not lost.
because I was looking at because I was looking I
So
was
your entry
I was
is more
looking at
like
the
the safe
entry.
entry.
Yeah, because I had one marked down here at this support level,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, so but I did more of a conservative, like you see if you see on the 15-minute, yeah, it was more conservative. Where we at? There we go.
It's
Yeah, like it
conservative
was.
based on the move, but you're still risking more. So is it really conservative?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
nah, nah, because you're still you're still technically like in no man's land with this stop
Exactly.
loss. It's just
Because you
under.
basically still getting in the middle of the trade. Like, look how far your support is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For my support, I'm just coming off of support. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I got you.
I waited for the variation to happen, close, and then boom, I scaled in to go get a little bit more information so I can wait on the push. As soon as I started seeing the push happen, I know the higher time frame is going to kick in. So I just got to be patient. But it already gave me my signals on 3 time frames: 1 hour, 15-minute, and now 5-minute. Boom, execute.
I got you. And then the third one was right here. Um, it it retraced all the way up here to where I had this marked off at the 61.8. Retraced all the way up here, and then dropped. This was CPI last week, and then so after breaking these levels of support or whatever, um, did this sub fib from point A, point B. Saw this exhaustion right here to the left that lined up with the 38.2. Right here, had this marked off. And then when it got here, this was my interest area. Went to 15-minute, went to the 15-minute where I had the exhaustion marked off. Okay, so I was seeing these. I'm like, okay, this was respected. Because I had it was like a steeper trend line, whatever. This respected gave me a better trend line.
There you go.
But it was tight right here.
There you go.
Dropped to the 5. When I was at the 5, this was respected on the 15, and
Nice.
we start seeing these lower highs made.
Yes,
Um,
nice. And notice the candles though. Look how violent the sellers are coming into the market. The boom.
yeah,
How you see how they
yeah,
just boom. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what you want to pay attention to as well, because that's momentum. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
You want to make sure that you're able to capture that like as much as possible. So like you being able to see this on a 5-minute, bro, and mark your lower highs, bro, you already on it. Like I like that a lot. Got your counter trend line, like that shit smooth as fuck.
yeah, because it was way too steep at first trying to use this
But
one.
that's
Then
but that's
it
how you do it.
respected and gave me that one.
As the market starts to spread out, you adapt. You start to adapt it. You see what I mean? And find
Yeah,
a nice angle you can walk on. You always want a nice angle you can walk on.
yeah, and then it kept maintaining these lower highs. Gave you this candle with this right here, and I entered on that. That was giving me a.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, so it was this bearish right here showing that, like you said, that momentum, and then this right
That's
here was enough
momentum.
for me.
Yup.
We
Yup.
crossed
And
the
then
MA, lower
hey,
highs.
wait. Oh, yeah, bro. I like that, bro. I
I
love it.
had And then I knew on the 4H we're testing the MA.
There you go. So you don't remember. You always remember where you at on the higher time frames. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, so I knew we was exhausted on this 4H for a little minute, and saw what I needed on the lower time frame to execute. And so that was the third one on GU.
Okay.
On,
Do yeah. No, not AU. Do the other one.
you want the other one on here?
Yeah. Do the other one on GU. Do the other one on GU. That was the last one on GU. You said.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was the third one. We did this one,
Three on GU,
this
and
one,
we
and
had three
this one.
on. And then we had three on another pair, right? It was AU.
Yeah, we
Okay.
got three on AU.
I'm tripping, bro. I'm not. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you straight, you straight. So I had this fib on the daily. It's pretty much the same concept as GU with these
That shit clean.
lower highs made, got
Yeah.
the bearish candles. So I
Slow.
had got this right here. This was my fib for this first entry right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was what I was aiming for the long-term target. Technicals again on the 1H. Um, so we had this fib right here. Um, we hit this level of support right here, marked it off for the exhaustion, came back up to this previous level of support that we had. So this was my interest area, and it was the backside of this trend line, this kind of trend line right here.
Nice.
So with that,
Stupid confluence point.
oh yeah, so we dropped down to the 15 initially. But knowing we wanted to be more aggressive with this and seeing these wicks, I dropped to the 5.
I'll get some more detail.
Yeah, just to see those wicks and those candles that we had right there. And you had the break of support, and you had this candle right here.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
And even though it was still
Hey,
kind of
one
blocky.
question, right? When you're back testing like this, are you noticing? Are you paying attention to what time these candles are pushing? Like, do you just glance down at the time?
Yeah, I was looking at the times for these entries that I had.
Okay.
I was looking at the times.
No, that's great. That's great. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and then even because I dropped to the 3, I knew I couldn't do the minute. So I was on the 3, and you can see it a little better too, because it was still a little blocky. But yeah, you can see like that break of support, and then that was the entry.
That's nice.
Right here on the back side of the support and the MA.
See, you did it this time. You see,
Yeah.
you waited for the retest. Look at on the backside of the moving average. You see what I mean? Like everything was smooth. You know, how much are you risking on that trade?
This one is this one 20? This 17.
17. Okay, that's not bad. I would have even did 15 on that one. Like
you said you'd do more of a 15.
I like 15, like boom, right there. Yeah, because you got all that confluence right there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Above the lower high, like just be precise as possible. Like, but anyway, you waited this time. You see, the last entry you showed me, you would have entered to the left at that little go up some. Right there. Right up in there. You see what I'm saying? The last example on GU, you entered right there. See on AU, this time you waited for it to make a low, and then it pulled back, and it gave you what you needed to see, and then you got it. That's the same, you know what I mean? Same thing that happens over and over.
Yeah. And then the second one was number 5. Yeah. So we still flowing, making these lower highs, still flowing. Had this lower high, came back to it, respected it, came down again, and then it came back up, came down, and then you saw the consolidation until we got to the trend line. This is point A, point B. Looking for this to be the C. Yep. So this one I dropped again, especially when I saw it going sideways and until it got to the trend line. Still blocky. Went to the 5. On the 5, still you got the break of support, but I went to the 3-minute again just to see that a little better in that area. Uh, I'm pretty, yeah. If it'll load up, there we go. Yeah, but we had the break of the support, and it's the same concept that last one. The break of the support came back. Entry right here past
Like
it after it passed the MA.
Is there like a specific reason you're on the 3-minute?
Uh, it was just one time when I was back testing GU for a little minute.
It's AU.
When I mean AU. I like to use it for both, but
Okay.
um, but when I was back testing it, sometimes when the 5 it's okay, but I just want a little more without as much of the 1 minute. The 3
Gotcha.
looks
So
pretty
that
good,
3
and it'll
right in the
show me what
middle is
I
that sweet spot.
yeah, it'll show me what I need.
Got you. You might put me on game. I might try that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah, so
I like shit. I ain't seen that, so nah, for
oh
sure.
yeah, I be fucking with the 3-minute.
With the 30, because I be feeling the same way with the 30 sometimes, so I might try that out.
Oh yeah, I be fucking with the 3-minute. And then so this was the counter I got in on.
The fuck I ain't thinking that. 5-minute, 1-minute, 3-minute. That might be the sweet spot for real.
Oh yeah, I be fucking with it for real.
Yeah, for real. Nah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. Shit, if it's producing results, bro, keep going for sure.
So yeah, that came down to this. This was a daily exhaustion. This was drawn on the daily. Um, so I took it to there. Um, and then this is the third entry. Uh, the same thing is like the GU, just a little different. We had this fib right here. We had this fib right here. 23.6 was broken. Came to this previous level of support now, resistance, made the higher low. And then you got the wicks all right here, but they're getting higher. This was drawn on the 15. So you got your lower highs and your high lows making a symmetrical triangle. Um, so on the 15,
Very major market pattern recognition.
so on the 15, um, we had the point A, point B. I like this on for the point C for an entry. This would have been the wait if you waited for the trend line break.
That's nice.
But I like this for the point C though. I was looking at this initially.
Okay.
But would that be valid?
If you entered there, stop loss right underneath the yellow exhaustion zone. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because instead I waited for this break and then to show some volume. So we had bullish, but then tested and then waited for this to come.
I like that. I like that entry. I like that entry a lot. And I like the risk to reward on that one. That was a lot better than the other one. Because how many is that?
This 24, a little bit under the MA.
That's sweet. That's sweet. I like that.
And then we had then we was looking to at least hit this right here. But we had this exhaustion that I drug out, and it hit this max would have been 115.
That's great risk to reward, dog.
Yeah, so that was the 6th move. Yeah, so that was one of the main things.
Altogether, I feel like you have good major market pattern recognition. Entries, I feel like you take real good confirmation entries. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you wait, you patient, you see what you need to see. I feel like I don't feel like the risk to reward is bad. I feel like you really got a good eye for the market, and you showed me, you know, entries both on an uptrend and downtrend, and you know,